everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and update you guys on how I'm doing so far in my Whole30 journey. And I also filmed a couple grocery hauls for you guys. We went grocery shopping at Sprouts over the weekend, and then we actually just got home from a shopping trip at Walmart. So stay tuned for the end of the video for those two grocery hauls. But I wanted to just go ahead and tell you guys so far how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about Whole30 and how it's going for me so far. I am on day 6 that I'm filming this, so I'm almost 1 week in, so only 3 more to go, and I actually feel amazing. Like I said in my intro to Whole30, I have done a round before, so I kind of knew what to expect, but I feel like this round, I don't know if it's just that I'm more motivated or I'm just more determined to really make lifestyle changes this year. But last time I did it, I remember struggling a little bit in the beginning, and I don't feel like I've really struggled much. Today was probably the first day I've actually struggled. I didn't really feel like eating anything, which actually has kind of been a trend since I started. I have been so full from my meals that I'm not even hungry when I go to make the next meal, which has been good and bad. I think maybe I'm gonna cut back a little bit on my protein coming up because I think I might be having too much protein. But yeah, I haven't been hungry. I've been feeling great. My mood has been better. My energy has been better. I've been more motivated. I feel like my attitude is better. My patience has been bigger. So overall, I am feeling so good. I've been sleeping really well. I haven't been feeling tired. It's been really nice, actually. And something I was struggling with a lot last year was anxiety, which I never really felt like I struggled a whole lot with prior to having my daughter. She is going to be 5 in January. And since having her, I've had anxiety here and there, but last year I really struggled with it quite a bit, and it scared me a lot. And so I don't know if it's a mental thing, if it's like a placebo effect, but I feel like since starting Whole30, it's been so much better. I used to get really bad anxiety when I would be driving. I would all of a sudden just like get an anxiety attack or just not feel right. And so I haven't had that happen since I started Whole30. And I think it has a lot to do with my diet. I was eating really bad last year, and I definitely do believe that food has a lot to do with our physical health as well as our mental health. So that has been really good, and that itself has been so motivating to me, which I think is why this time has been a lot easier than the last time. When I did my first round of Whole30, I was already pretty healthy, and I wasn't really having any health issues physically or mentally, and so there wasn't a lot of change to notice. Like, I noticed that I wasn't as tired and that I had a lot of energy and stuff, but other than that, I didn't really have anything specifically that I was hoping to change. Whereas this time I have a lot of things that I'm hoping this will help with, and so far I feel like it is. I will say, as far as like making my meals, the hardest part is trying to incorporate lots and lots of veggies. That is probably the hardest part for me because I'm not very hungry when I have my meals. Veggies just already don't sound that appealing to me, and so when I'm not hungry, it's like even harder to pick which ones are gonna taste good. But every time I've made a meal, I've enjoyed it, so I think it's just a mental thing. So yeah, that's pretty much how my first week of Whole30 is going so far. So far, so good. I do know from my first round of Whole30, usually the second and third week are the hardest, so I am ready for it. I feel good about it. I'm ready to go into the second week, and I'm excited to finish my journey. I also have been looking into reintroduction already because, like I told you guys in the first video, that is where I went wrong last time. So I'm feeling good about that as well, and I'm getting myself ready so that once I finish my Whole30, I will continue to live a healthy lifestyle. So anyways, if you guys want to see what I got for groceries this this week. Like I said, I went to Sprouts and Walmart. Just keep on watching. Hey everybody, want to be sharing another grocery haul with you guys. I am on day 3 of Whole30 as I'm filming this. We just did another grocery haul because there were a few things that we decided just over these 3 days that we would like to add in to our Whole30 food that we already got. So we ended up going to Sprouts and Walmart to pick up some produce as well as some other fun things that we found to kind of make our food a little bit more enjoyable. So I thought I would go ahead and share that with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you want to see what I got at the grocery store, just keep on watching. Alright, here is an overview of everything that we got. Like I said, we went to Walmart and Sprouts. Really quick before we get into the grocery haul, I wanted to mention that there's actually a few items that I thought were Whole30 compliant that are not. So the chorizo has flour in it, that is not Whole30 compliant. And the cashew butter had an oil in it that you're not supposed to have. And then when we get into the Walmart grocery haul, I picked up 2 riced cauliflower packs that had veggies in it. And I realized before I ate that they had peas and corn, so that is not compliant. So I'll go ahead and start with Walmart first because we didn't get much there. I went ahead and got these kombuchas. I've had the Trilogy before and it is really good. It's my favorite. But when I was looking at the ingredients, it did have juice added to it, which is fine on Whole30. But I found this ginger ale one that doesn't have juice, so I figured I'd go ahead and try that as well. We also got a bag of Pink Lady apples, a cantaloupe, bananas, green onions, and celery. So that was everything that we got from Walmart. And then everything else that you see here was from Sprouts. So I'll go ahead and start with the meat first. I found some compliant bacon that was sugar-free. It has nothing added to it. And it was on sale 2 for $7, which was a really good price because it's normally $7 a piece. So I went ahead and got 4 of those. And I also found this pork chorizo that looked really good, and it also doesn't have any added sugar or anything. And it was also on sale, so I thought I'd go ahead and pick this up to put in with my eggs in the morning if I want, or really anything. This would be used as a protein on Whole30, so I thought I could go ahead and have that with my breakfast maybe. And then I also found these breakfast sausage patties, and these were also on sale, so I went and picked up a few of these, but I thought these would also be good to have in the morning for breakfast. I can make a casserole or something like that. So that is everything we got for meats. And then we just found some random stuff that I thought would be good. So we got some bone broth. We were actually going to use this yesterday in a recipe. Well, not this specifically. We were going to use chicken broth in a recipe yesterday, but our chicken broth that we had sugar in it. So we didn't use it, and we ended up getting this for future recipes. And then I found this sauerkraut, roasted garlic sauerkraut. It looked pretty good, and all of the ingredients were compliant, so I went ahead and picked that up. I also got this Tessemae's Classic Ranch. I try not to have too much ranch and stuff, but since we've started Whole30, some of my food I feel like has been a little bland, so I just think that that will help with that. And then I got some coconut cream. I got this to go in my coffee because I've been using the canned coconut milks that we have and separating the cream from the milk. But then when we have recipes that call for coconut milk, we don't have a lot of the cream in it, so I feel like it changes the texture. So I went ahead and just got a couple cans of coconut cream. We also got some curry paste. I don't have a specific recipe in mind for it yet, but I do remember the first time we did Whole30, we enjoyed having curry, so we went ahead and picked that up. Tonight we're having pizza skillet, and so we're just going to throw a bunch of veggies in the skillet with some beef, and we picked up a couple different pasta sauces to throw in there. So we got this Italian herb, and we also got this roasted garlic. So we're going to try those out in different recipes. And then we found this blackberry sage iced tea. It just sounded really good. We also found this sweet and spicy chai tea. So we thought that sounded good as well. And then we got a bunch of different sweet potatoes. Most of these are for a recipe we're doing later this week. We're going to be having Sloppy Joe sweet potatoes, but we also enjoy having potatoes in our breakfast every once in a while. And the other night we threw them in our air fryer and had them with our dinner, and it was really good. So we got a bunch of sweet potatoes. I picked up some nut pods. So the first time we did Whole30, I did get nut pods and I really liked them, but they're pretty expensive in my opinion, so I wasn't gonna get them this time. However, we're on day 3 and I'm just not enjoying my coffee, so I decided to go ahead and splurge and get some, and they were actually on sale, so I got both of these for $5, which wasn't too bad. And then we got some tahini sauce. Again, I don't really have anything specific in mind yet, but I did see a lot of recipes that call for tahini, and I know that it's allowed. So we went ahead and picked that up while we were there. I also got some stone ground mustard. And we picked up some pickles because pickles were actually surprisingly really hard to find, but these ones did not have any added sugar or anything in them that we can't have, so I got the slices and the spears. We got some sardines. These are for my husband. And then we got some organic cashew butter. My husband really wanted cashew butter, and this one was on sale and it looks really good, and the only ingredients in it are cashews, so we went ahead and got that. And then we got these seaweed packs. Again, compliant, and we'll probably have these like as a side with our meals, not necessarily as a snack, because snacking is not really allowed on Whole30, but I figured with like salmon cakes and that kind of stuff, it would be a really good side to go with our meals. And then we picked up a thing of cashew milk that we can put in our coffee, and we picked up a couple packs of LaCroix. So that is everything that we got. It is a few days after that last grocery haul that you guys just saw, and we just ran to Walmart to get the rest of our groceries for our meals this week. I am now on day 6 of Whole30, and yesterday I sat down and wrote out all of my dinners for this coming week and breakfasts and lunch. And I was actually quite surprised. We didn't have a whole lot of stuff we needed to get. We still have fruits and veggies left over, and our meat is still good. So I think after this week we will have to run back to Costco and get more meat, which I wasn't expecting. We thought we got enough for the whole month, but I definitely underestimated how much meat we were going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got from Walmart. It's mostly produce, and I will also tell you what our meal ideas are for this week. Okay, so as always, here's just a little overview of what we got. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of stuff, mostly produce. We'll go ahead and start over here. I got a couple of hot sauces. I got this Frank's Red Hot sauce. One of the meals that we have planned this week is a buffalo chicken sweet potato, which I'm really excited about. It sounds really good, and it's a crock pot recipe, which makes life so much easier. So I did pick up more Frank's Red Hot sauce. We have a little bit left, but I know that this is something we're going to use. I also picked up more crystals. I've been using this every day for almost all my meals, honestly, just to kind of spice it up and give it a little more flavor. So I got more of that. I picked up a few more kombuchas. I really liked the Gingerade kombucha, and like I said before, I already know I really like the Trilogy kombucha, and then I saw this one, and it's ginger berry. So I thought that that sounded really good, so we're going to try that one as well. And then we actually just picked up a dozen eggs over the weekend so we can make hard-boiled eggs. And I decided to go ahead and get more because we go through eggs so fast when we're on Whole30. So I picked up 18 cage-free brown eggs. And then as far as the produce goes, we got some dill. This is actually for a couple recipes this week. We're going to be having salmon cakes one night, and I think it was for another recipe, but I can't remember. But I know for sure I got this for the salmon cakes that we're going to be having, and we're going to be having those with some seaweed. Sorry, I'm blanking. We're going to have some seaweed with those. Picked up some jalapenos. We had burgers over the weekend. They were really good, bunless burgers, and I put jalapeno in there, and then I had leftover jalapeno that I threw in my eggs yesterday, and they were so good, so I went ahead and picked up more jalapenos. I picked up a cucumber. My daughter actually requested this, so I got a cucumber for us to munch on. And then I got a couple slaws. I got this broccoli slaw, and I got this super blend slaw. Both of these just sounded really good to me. We obviously can't have coleslaw because coleslaw has sugar in it, but I'm thinking maybe like some kind of vinaigrette, like apple cider vinegar and oil or something, maybe lemon juice, salt and pepper. I don't know. We're going to make some kind of dressing for it, and I thought that that would be a good side for the salmon cakes and some of the other meals that we're having this week. I also picked up 2 bags of bell peppers, just the mixed bell peppers. We're going to be having sausage and peppers again this week, and we've been throwing them in pretty much all of our meals. We're also going to be having pizza skillet again on Friday, and so we always like to have bell peppers in there. I grabbed celery because we actually had celery with our lunch the other day, and this is what I love about Whole30 is when I'm not doing Whole30, I don't eat a lot of vegetables. But I love them, and it was funny because the other day we were having lunch and I was eating celery and I was like, wow, I forgot how much I enjoy celery and carrots and cucumbers. So I went ahead and picked up more celery because that's just a really yummy veggie to have on the side. I also picked up a spaghetti squash, so we are going to have spaghetti squash with meat sauce one night this week. I only picked up one because I think I'm only going to have half and my husband will probably only have half. And then we still have pasta that we need to go through. And so I'm going to go ahead and give the kids just the regular pasta. And then I picked up a couple of riced cauliflower. I did just want regular riced cauliflower because we are going to make fried rice on one day this week. But they didn't have any of the regular one, and I was afraid that this might have something bad in it, but it actually is literally just vegetables. It's cauliflower, green peas, onions, carrots, and green onions. So it'll actually make my life a little bit easier because I can just throw some chicken in there or some eggs and like make some kind of fried rice. So with cauliflower rice. And then the last thing I got is some more broccoli florets. I thought that this would be good with the buffalo chicken sweet potatoes. And I think that covers pretty much all of the meals we're having this week. The only other meal that we're having is meatloaf, but I already have all the ingredients for that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this grocery haul and this little mini Whole30 update. And I will see you again with another update next week. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.